This video is going to be a little bit longer than my normal videos, so depending on what platform you're watching it on, if you want to speed it up, I'm sure you know the trick to do that. We're going to be talking about this so-called Alligator Alcatraz. If you're not aware of what this is a holding facility that has been built by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in cooperation with Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, in the middle of the Florida Everglades on an abandoned airfield. It is built in an area surrounded by alligators, hence the name, but pythons and also mosquitoes. It is July, in the middle of the summer. This is basically a tent, a huge tent with cages in it. They claim it's air conditioned, but there is no reason for us to even believe in a minute that this administration is doing anything to limit the cruelty. With this administration, the cruelty is the point. We have said that 100 times. I hate the name Alligator Alcatraz, for one. I feel like it trivializes what this thing is. This isn't some just little holding facility with humane conditions. This is a concentration camp. This is akin to the concentration camps that were run by the German government in the late 30s and early 40s. And to a lesser extent, the concentration camps ran by the US government here in the United States to imprison Japanese American citizens here in the United States during World War II. To call it Alligator Alcatraz makes it sound harmless and silly. This isn't harmless and silly. This is a horrible, horrible thing. People are going to die. And for all of you out there that say, well, he's just going after the worst of the worst, the rapists and the criminals that have snuck into our country, that's not true. And we know that's not true because we've seen this happen now for over 6 months. He is not just going after the murderers and the rapists. He is demanding 3,000 people are picked up a day. There are not 3,000 murderers and rapists here illegally that they can do that every day. They are picking up grandmothers. They are picking up children with cancer. All of you out there that say, well, I don't care about immigration as long as they're doing it legally. They are picking up people going through the process and doing it legally. Immigrants are getting notices to show up for a court date just to find out that their case was dismissed, only to find ICE waiting outside the doors and picking them up. This is going to house people who are being kidnapped by masked men without warrants, without badges, without identification off the streets of LA and throughout America. Furthermore, this, as horrible as all that is, it's also a money-making grift for Trump and DeSantis. The people who built this facility, the people who are going to run this facility are huge donors to both of their campaigns. We all learned what quid pro quo meant a few years ago. Well, this is another example right here. It is just another money-making grift feeding more into that private prison pipeline where incarcerating people means profits. The icing on the cake, the cherry on top of this shit sundae, is the fact that the Florida Republican Party, the Florida GOP, are actually selling merchandise that says Alligator Alcatraz. It's a big joke with these people. This is one of the most distasteful things I have ever seen any political party do. But I should not be surprised when on January 6th, we saw people wearing shirts like this one here and everyone on that side of the world was okay. We are in trouble as a nation right now. This is not who we are supposed to be. We have lost our humanity in this country, and we have lost our soul. And I'm afraid we are now too far gone to get it back. It has saddened me. I am so disgusted and sad by these developments. So when you are celebrating the 4th of July, Independence Day, this coming Friday, and you're shooting off your fireworks and eating your hot dog and drinking your beer, remember, there are people that have come here for that same freedom and that same independence that are now being held in a concentration camp in the middle of a swamp in Florida.